I've seen after tragic plane crashes, they say they're going to reconstruct the plane, and I think they'll never be able to do that. And a couple of months later, the plane almost looks like it could take off. They've reconstructed it, and they can learn so much from that. Yeah. You do that with traffic accidents and other accidents. Is that right? How does that work?
Yeah, the last couple of times I've been on the show, I've tried to give folks insight into what we do on a daily basis. And first off, law enforcement really doesn't do this. They don't have the time to do this. Yeah. And so what I'm going to talk about tonight is something that just makes the point that you need to move quick, because this type of evidence that I'm about to cover is going to disappear in short order. So, Mike, an example here. This was a wreck on the interstate where an ambulance struck someone, and it was our contention that the ambulance was going too fast. But when you got a copy of the police report, that's not exactly the way it looked, because the victim wasn't able to speak to law enforcement, just the operator of the ambulance. And what the driver said of the ambulance, he said, well, look, I was, according to the police report, if you look at it, was, I was driving 60 and a 70, because only Matt Glover drives 60 and a 70, So when I saw that, I knew that was suspicious. But I think, Danny, if you'll pull up the next pictures, we actually are able to download from the computer the actual data. And you can see that this particular driver was going 83 and a 70, not 60 and a 70.
You're talking about the computer on the vehicle
The computer.
itself.
The way it works, Mike, is when you hit the brakes, that triggers the computer. If your speed changes more than 5 to 7 miles per hour in a second, that starts the computer. The computer then captures basically 30 seconds before that, what we call a hard braking event, 45 seconds afterwards, and it's some great evidence, but it disappears if you don't move fast. So if you're out there, you're thinking, do I need to hire a lawyer, or should I just wait, see if I can work this out on my own? If this person had waited, it would have been their word against the driver of an ambulance, and the driver of the ambulance would have said, I was going 10 miles less than the speed limit.